Well, welcome. This is my first vlog, so just want to thank anybody who's going to watch this. Here's a great shot of the mountains for you. So, but hopefully I get to keep this one pretty short. I know it's the first one, so maybe I should go a little long, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Looking at a lot of the other motovloggers, those guys have like 15 to 17 minute videos. So I think that's where I'm going to keep mine at. We got, well, I guess I should start by introducing myself, huh? I go by the handle of Arillo. So I don't know what the fuck this dude's doing. What's up, bro? They gave you a fucking green light for something, man. So, Arillo. I just choose it because it's there. It was available. Not really. There's a big long story to it. Mainly the current iteration that you see though is with a 0 on the end. I had it with the O, of course, forever. But somebody stole it. So in order to continue to use it, I had to put the 0 on the end. So I've been riding since for the last 11 years. I got out of the military and I went and of course the first thing I did was buy a motorcycle with all my money from being deployed and all that good shit. But I actually started learning on little scooters like Psycho Cruiser did. So my father-in-law ended up having some couple of a Yamaha Zuma and a Vespa. So I took the Zuma out and everything, and then learned off of my brother-in-law's motorcycle, then bought mine. So it wasn't very long. I think I was only out of active duty for 4 months before I bought my first motorcycle. So, like any man and woman, we you get drawn to it. So of course I was drawn to it. I gotta get some gas. So yeah. Oh, why is he going all slow? So what I ride is a 2007 Honda 919, officially the CB 900F, and elsewhere in the world it is known as the Hornet 900 Hornet. Because there is a baby version, there's a 599 in the States, or just the CB 600F or 600 Hornet elsewhere in the world. Pretty weird. The old card manufacturer AMC actually owns the right to the name Hornet, and okay, that was my fault. Should have paid attention. Hope he's not yelling at me. Talking to somebody else. All right. So they only own the naming rights to the Hornet, and they wouldn't sell it to Honda. I guess they're still pissed off about, the Japs winning the whole car deal and everything in the 70s. I don't know. So that's why it's called the 919 here in the States. It is a naked bike, no fairings. Love riding naked. What I love most, though, is actually the riding position, the standard. Don't get me wrong, sports bikes are awesome in the riding position, really, it is amazing for what they do, but I don't really do that kind of riding all that hard and that much, so, this for me is perfect. So, I should tell you, actually, my first bike ever was a 1967 Norton Atlas, so, just love classic stuff altogether, but I love cafe bikes, cafe racers and everything, I love them, but I've never wanted to cafe out a bike. So, just don't have the time and the money for that. And honestly, I like to keep them original, especially when you find such a good specimen. And like, I have another bike I just bought back in December. I bought an 81 CB 700F Super Sport, and the thing is so stock. Nobody's touched it. Nobody's molested. Tried to put their little cafe finger on it. That I just, I can't. I don't know. I can't do it either. It looks too good as it is. So, but we'll see. So what I also wanted to talk, like, what do I want to get out of doing this channel and everything. And honestly, I don't want to get anything out of it. I hope you guys get something out of it. But I don't, myself personally, I'm already riding. I might as well talk, you know. In the summertime, I commute every day. I'm hardly ever in my truck. You can't beat the gas mileage, and you just can't beat being on a motorcycle in general. I mean, once you have the feeling of it, you never want to go back. And if I could ride year-round, I really honestly would. And I can mainly do that here in Colorado, where I live. We could practically do it. Like this morning, my ride to work this morning was 36 degrees. And I'm just wearing the same gear that I'm wearing right now. I didn't have any of my little heavier weight gear or anything like that. So but now it's 64, and it was worth it. It was worth the 30 minutes of being cold as shit to now just have a beautiful, as you can see, a beautiful freaking day and ride home. And we mainly get most of that. Like, we could be in the I think in November we were in the 60s and I rode to work one day too. So it's kind of weird. We get most of our snow in the spring in the Rockies. That term, springtime in the Rockies, really comes from that, because we don't get a lot of snow in the winter, except the mountains, obviously. So all your ski areas, Breckenridge, Vail, Aspen, those are the big ones. But we got Keystone and A Basin, Steamboat. But those guys get most of the snow in the wintertime. And here on the Front Range, we get most of the snow in the springtime. So actually, while it's nice and 70, hit 73 today, in a week or so, we're going to have another good snowstorm. And then April is actually our snowiest month. So next month, we're going to, I'm going to expect more snow. So realistically, riding year-round is not improbable, not impossible. It's, it's probable. You just have to have that truck for, that cage of yours for whatever reason. So, if I got to ride year-round, like the Baker X Derrick and Motonosity and Chase on Two Wheels, those guys, they, that's amazing for them to get to ride year-round. And, my content will be, hopefully I can just record enough content to keep you guys busy when I can't ride. And that's a goal of mine too, is, you're probably not going to see every video that I record until much later in the year and everything like that. So you're going to look at in the middle of winter and all of a sudden see me riding in the mountains and it's gorgeous, Hopefully that's the plan, and hopefully you get to see some fun canyon riding and, of me and my buddies and everything, and then you get to hear me preach about whatever the hell I'm going to preach to you about. But, we're 10 minutes in, and, I like this. This is fun. I got into it, honestly, Baron Von Grumble. He was the first guy that got me into it. I was working a mid-shift and had nothing to do, so I started searching YouTube. And I don't know how it popped up, but because I've never, like I said, I've never seen any motovloggers before. Didn't even know this was a thing until 5 months ago. And So it was, yeah, it was his trip from London to, I think, Monza to go racing. So he was riding across France and everything, and over the Pyrenees and down into Spain and the coast. And it was amazing to watch that whole series. He has other amazing videos too, but that entire series was just, it was bang on, as they say, you know. It was perfection. And I was like, holy shit, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life, you know? So more and more stuff pops up. He was the first that I said subscribe to. And then I think the second was Motonosity. And just because I like the things he has to say. And he seems to be a great writer, and I mean, I love his R1. That thing is sexy. And then, I'm not gonna lie, the third subscribe I hit was Baker X Derek, and for one reason and one reason only. At that time, one reason and one reason only. His intro. Me gusta. Oh my god, I fucking crack up every time he posts a video. I love that shit. So I even play it at work. I'll turn it up loud and let, I got a couple guys from East Los Angeles that I work with and shit. And we all just start fucking cruising, you know, chilling at work and everything. So dancing to it, and then I watch the rest of his videos. And kid's crazy. I mean, but that what makes him fun, you know. He has a lot of good things to say too, but at the same time, he's crazy as shit. And then Leadpin, he was next, and just because that, you know, also his crazy voice. It took me a while to get it, you know. I mean, but then you're just like, you know what? That's this guy's personality, so fuck it. He's funny, you know, and he has good shit. And then of course he turned me on to Adrian Nickelodeon, so. You know, all those guys, they got their whole little group, and that's amazing. And I wish that and hope that they continue to keep putting out great content like they do. But yeah, so I mean, that's how I got into it. And you know, I really wanted to try this beforehand. So while it was snowing, we actually had it. We did have a crazy kind of December here. In January, I actually started talking in my car, so I was almost being a car vlogger, and I started talking and was just all together trying it out and seeing, hey, can I actually concentrate while I'm doing this? And as Adrian Nickelodeon has already pointed out a couple times when you guys get on him for trying to tell him that motovlogging isn't as safe, or is just as unsafe as talking on your phone and all that. Well, you know what? I mean, his points are correct. It's safe. It is. I mean, you know, on your bike, you're always concentrating, always figuring out what the fuck people are doing. See, it's a 45 mile per hour zone, and that guy flies right through. You know, I mean, I'm looking in my mirrors constantly and everything. But I'm talking to myself. So the only thing that's distracting me is me. So... and I'm concentrating, and I know what the cars are doing and everything. So when I look, or something's happening, I can immediately shut up. And I shut up, and, you know, then I concentrate on the issue, and as soon as the issue is over with, or those twisties are over with and everything, then I can start riding again and start talking to you guys, you know. Or, well, not riding again, of course I'm still riding, but when I get over, it's time to fucking speed it back up. So, it's definitely, I practiced it for the 2 months. 2 months I rode to work every day, talking to myself and on the way home. And like I said, I mean, I could instantly shut up and go, like, oh, hey, look, ponies. You know, and tell you ponies, or, oh, shit, a cop. And focus, you know, focus a little bit harder on what's going on. So, it's great. It's a wonderful experience. Or I had fun just doing that, so I knew I'd have fun doing it on the bike. I mean, honestly, like, I only have 2 hobbies in this world, and that's riding my motorcycle, and, well, 3. Riding my motorcycle, fishing, and playing video games. So, But, well, getting to the end here. So hopefully you guys know what or you like what I'm gonna do, and maybe you guys want to keep watching. And so I hope you hit that subscribe button. And after this video comes up, hopefully I get to put up maybe one or two more, so that there's a nice chunk of videos, quick videos for you guys to watch. There's also some other videos of me like going up Pikes Peak. Those are older, from an original GoPro. And then there's there's just that one video about the chain noise from the front sprocket area. Now that was caused by over tightened of the chain. So you gotta know how to do the maintenance on your bike. And maybe I'll throw out a couple of videos of me doing maintenance and everything, because I do all the work myself, or try to at least. So, but so yeah, guys. So thanks for even coming and watching this first vlog, and I'll talk to you guys next time. All right.